I think there's going to be some very interesting trading this week.
Okay. Have a great
Thanks
afternoon.
again for having me on,
We'll
Dwayne.
talk to you
See you
tomorrow.
then.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. Does anybody have any specific questions on anything at all? If so, I'll be happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'm not going to torture myself anymore. I need to check my calendar and see who I've got scheduled for, or see how many mentoring sessions I have scheduled for this afternoon. You could potentially get an email from me saying, we need to reschedule this thing. But I'd rather not postpone it. I'd rather get it done. So let me just peek at my calendar real quick. If you have any questions on any particular market, on a Concierge Trade Alert, on a one trade a day, on the 90-day mentoring program, how that works, the indicators, you own those for life, anything that you have a question about, I'm happy to stick around and get that answered for you. It's what I do. Okay, it looks like... Okay. That was last week. This week. Well, it looks like got a light afternoon. Oh, that's good. Man, you gotta love it when that happens, right? Now, on Friday, last Friday, no. Oh, yeah. Why don't you look at the calendar right? Okay. Who do I got? Okay. All right. Kristen, if you're there, I'll see you at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then at 4:45 Eastern, Stephen, I'll see you then. And at 6:15 Eastern, Raj, I'll see you. All right. Now, if any of you guys are not going to be able to make your appointment this afternoon, please give me an email and let me know. I don't mind if you reschedule. It's not a problem. What I don't like is being, tied to my desk waiting for you to show up. I mean, if you're running late, that's okay. Shoot me an email. Hey, I'm running 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, no problem. Something came up, I can't make it, not a problem. But don't just hang me out to dry, okay? That rarely happens with a partner. Sometimes that happens with new people. They don't, it's like a novelty. Why, if I actually click this thing here, a real human being is going to appear, a week from now at this time. Yeah, it's true. That's really how it works. So those of you that have appointments this afternoon, I'm going to be there, all right? And so don't cancel your appointment just because I've got this, because I don't want to just get so backed up that, I won't have time for anything else for the rest of the week. What I'll do, Kristen, is I'll send you an email that has a link in it, and we'll meet in a private go-to-meeting room, okay? So have your headset, or if maybe you're going to just dial in on your telephone, but you'll have two options. You can use your headset and microphone to communicate. You'll be able to see my charts, and if we flip it around, I can see your charts. Of course, before I see your charts, I have to make you the presenter and all that kind of thing. So, depending upon where you're at on the journey, You might want me to look at some of your charts and say, okay, yep, you're doing that right. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. Oh, change that. So back and forth, okay? You can look at my charts. I can look at your charts. My goal with each mentoring session is to do whatever I can to help you get from where you are now to where you want to be. If it's the first time we do a mentoring session, and I'm speaking to just everyone in general right now, I'll say, because I've literally done hundreds of these. I mean, I'll say, have you and I done a mentoring session before? Yes or no? Okay. If the answer is no, then I'm going to ask you to spend about 5 minutes telling me what your experience is with trading, what kind of education you've had in regards to trading, and what sort of success or what your experiences have been. So I need to kind of have an idea. Am I talking to someone who took one course 3 months ago and never followed up? Or am I talking to somebody who's been trading for 3 years and you've yet to achieve consistent profitability? Now, it's important that you be honest with me. I'm not going to judge you. And who am I to judge anyway? I mean, my backside's too narrow to sit in the judgment seat. So I'm just there to help if I can. And so I'll help you assess where you are. I'll try to help you together. It's a team effort. Together we'll try to what is preventing you if you haven't achieved consistent profitability. Maybe it's because you don't have a definable edge. Maybe you don't have discipline in your life or in your trading. Maybe you've not learned to think in probabilities. I mean, we'll work together during the time that we have. Then I'll give you some kind of an assignment or some homework or some ideas to try in the coming days. And then I'll ask you to report back to me, via email over the next few days and see if any of the suggestions I've given you are helping. And then we can schedule follow-up mentoring sessions. If you're on the free trial, I'm happy to spend, one session with you during your free trial. Once you become a partner, you have unlimited access to either Michael or myself for as many mentoring sessions as you need. Now, it's important as a partner that you are doing your share of the work, okay? And by that I mean, have you written your business plan? Have you written your trading plan? Do you understand the 24/20 blueprint? Have you put together your 10 consecutive days in Sim? Have you gone live yet? I mean, you have to be doing your part. Are you journaling every trade? Trades that don't work out, are you taking snapshots of them so you can show them to me? Now, I don't really need you to take a snapshot as long as you record the coordinates, the latitude, the longitude. If you can simply look at your journal and go, on Monday, the first day of February, at 3:30 Eastern, I went long crude oil at 35.25. I can go right to that spot on my chart, and then together we'll be looking at my chart, and we'll see what happened with that trade. And you'll say, now I went long because of this reason or that reason, and do it. If you're a partner, one of the things that I need to know initially is, do you understand the trade setup? You'll be amazed how often I'm in a session with someone who's been a partner for a period of time, and there's still some little thing that they don't fully understand about the setup. It just happens. So that's why it's really important to take advantage of the opportunity to spend time with myself or Michael to make sure you aren't kind of spinning your wheels, if we do something wrong enough times, we'll get really good at doing it wrong. So early on, let's make sure you're on the right track. Make sure you understand how the trade setup works. Get you on the right path. And then it's a matter of you checking in with me periodically, via email. Hey, Dwayne, I'm doing good. I'm on day 7. I'm on day 8. I went live 2 weeks ago. You should always get a hold of me before you go live, okay? Even if we don't do a full-blown mentoring session, even if we just talk by phone, it's important. I need to share a couple things with you. I need to encourage you a bit. And I need to prepare you for, what can happen, all right? Worst case is you're going to get stopped out, okay? And we never risk more than 8 ticks on a trade if you're trading the live trading room setups, okay? So honestly, guys, just always be honest with me. Whether you're brand new and you're not even a partner, you're on a trial, or maybe you've been a partner for 3 years, or maybe you've been trading for 10 years and you still aren't profitable, just tell me, okay? You won't hear any judgment coming out of me. We'll together figure out what's holding you back, what's getting in the way, what the problem is, because if you've put in the time and the effort, it might be that, again, you just don't have a definable edge. No one taught you a definable edge that you could use repeatedly, because that's what you need. I'm going to tell you, if you have a definable edge, the ability to think in probabilities and discipline, you have everything you need to be consistently profitable in the markets. Doesn't mean you're going to get rich overnight. I said it doesn't mean you're going to get rich overnight. However, the way our blueprint works, it puts you in a forward motion. In other words, you don't even go live until you're consistently profitable. Once you do go live, you have to reach a dollar goal. You have to increase your account balance by $2,000 before you can even add a second contract. And then every contract that you add after that, it's always added with money you earned in the market. Okay? Otherwise, you don't increase the number of contracts. Well, how can I grow my business if I don't increase the number of contracts? Well, better yet, let me ask this. How can you grow your business if you're not consistently profitable? See? Going live won't magically make you profitable. Adding contracts won't magically make you profitable. I thought it would. I tried it. It didn't work then. It doesn't work now. So I take these mentoring sessions very seriously. It's not an opportunity to twist your arm and try to sell you something. It's just me doing my job as a mentor if you're a partner, and my job as founder of CFRN to make sure you understand what it is we offer. Okay? Don't want you to have unrealistic expectations. That is so detrimental to a trader's success. My first guru, my only guru, I guess, if you want to call it that, on the front page of the website, it said, turn $10,000 into $1 million in 1 year. I was like, man, that sounds pretty good. Who wouldn't want to turn 10 grand into $1 million in a year? That's awesome. That's not on the homepage of his website anymore. I'm surprised it stayed up there so long. But yeah, we go so much in the opposite direction. What we promise is that we're going to try to teach you. We're going to do our best to teach you We're going to give you the tools and the knowledge to make $100 a day per contract. That's the solid foundation underneath your trading business. And then we're going to build the business with profits you earn from your business. Not from the IRA or the 401k or poor old Aunt Ida. How many checks has she cut you now? We have to stop that. Our business needs to stand up on its own 2 feet. A healthy organism grows. Whether we're talking about a church or business, if it's healthy, it should grow. Healthy children grow. Healthy ministries grow. All right. Let's see. You could be like Hillary Clinton and turn 1,000 into 100,000 in 10 months, shorting cattle into a price doubling rally. Well, I hadn't thought of that, Joel, but is that what she did? I know that there was some controversial thing she did with cattle. I guess you just shared with me what that is. Joel said, okay, we already read that question about the decouple. Yeah, Kristen, I've got you down. I guess you asked that question much earlier. 4 p.m. That's right. 4 p.m. Eastern today. So about 15 minutes prior to the actual meeting, you'll get an email from me. Has a link. Click it. That gives you 15 minutes to get logged in and all that good stuff. And again, you can use your headset or you can dial in. If you use your headset, or if you have a microphone and speakers, however you do that, then you don't have any, I guess you're calling from the U.S., but it's really beneficial for we have partners all over the world, and, you know, those international phone calls can get expensive unless you're doing the Skype or something. And I never really got comfortable with Skype. I don't know why, but the GoToMeetings, those work really well, and so that's why we use them. All right, are there any questions on the S&P, on the Dow, on the Russell, Crude, gold? We had a great Q&A session last night. If you missed it, by all means, go out to the Google Plus page, and on that page there is hundreds and hundreds of hours of radio shows, webinars, seminars, Q&A sessions, classes, charts, tips, suggestions, ideas, you name it. A lot of it. All right. So if there's no further questions, thanks so much for tuning in. Whoever you are, wherever you are, may God continue to richly bless you with His mercy and with His grace. And I'll see you at the bell.
Remember this, there is no greater return on investment than to see a human life changed and given hope. As always, pray hard and trade safe. Any financial information discussed on this show is simply the opinion of our host, Dwayne Reeves, his co-hosts, and guests. To learn more about trading Emini Futures or to take a 1-week free trial in our live trading room, call 1-866-928-3310. 866-928-3310. Information discussed on this radio program should not be construed as a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Always do your own due diligence and consult with a licensed securities broker or financial planner before making any investment decision.